Welcome back, guys. It's the Tightwaddiy, and I sent out a survey recently to see if you guys like the smart home features that I've added, and the majority of you said yes. So I have one more smart home feature coming to you today. This is the Yeedi robot vacuum cleaner. So it cleans your house automatically. It does some things differently than the iRobot Roomba that I already have shown in some of my videos. Yeedi has really accelerated the market and pushing the limits of what these units are capable of. So I can't wait to get this one installed and see what all it can do. This is the Yeedi Vac Max model. Let's take a look at some of the features. We have a power button on the top. There's a camera on the top. It uses visual SLAM technology to map your house. It has the Yeti logo right here on the front. And unlike my Roomba, the top of it opens and the dustbin is located right here inside. The dustbin seems to be a little bit on the small side, but they do make a station that this can park in that will automatically dump the dustbin so that it can go back and continue cleaning if needed, but that is sold separately unless you buy a package deal. Also in here, you have the ability to manually power off the device so that there's no way it'll start. I'm gonna leave mine turned on. And right here is the button to sync this with your network and to sync it with the app. I kind of like that there's a cleaning tool right here, so it has a knife edge here to cut hairs that get trapped on the brush, and then there's also a little brush on this side that you can use to clean the filter with. And it just snaps back in here so that you won't lose it. Here's the underside of the vacuum. You can see the brush that spins here. It has some pieces with bristles and some pieces with this soft rubber to prevent the hair from getting tangled up too much in here. The wheels are actually a soft rubber, which I really like because it's a lot quieter driving around on the floors. You can see our floors have some texture to them. So the other robot vacuum cleaner I had made a bump, 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 bump sound every time it rolled across the floor. And this one's is super quiet. You have your two contacts here that are for charging. If your unit ever stops charging, one thing you can do is take a magic eraser and make sure these are nice and clean here and on the unit itself. I then downloaded the app and created my account and got the Yeedi robot programmed into the app. I'm not going to bore you with the details on how to do that because the app is very step-by-step and self-explanatory. Now that the robot's all set up, let's take it for a test drive. The robot backed off the base and now it's going to try to map the home. I did not lift up the chairs because I wanted it to be in the same orientation it's going to be in when the vacuum cleaner cleans on regular days. So we'll let this run a complete cycle. I'm going to leave all doors open to rooms that I want it to clean downstairs so that it will map my home. On the carpet, you can see that the vacuum cleaner went in pretty straight lines and then worked its way around the outside of the room. This back and forth motion ensures that the Yeeti cleans every spot in the room, whereas with the Roomba, it just drives until it runs into something and then it turns and goes a different direction. So it definitely doesn't hit every single spot of your floors. After running 3 vacuum cycles, the Yeeti made a map of my home. You can see it here with different color codes for each room. And now I can tell it to just go and vacuum one of those areas if I wanted it to. I do hope that Yeeti adds the option to edit this map and to break down the rooms into smaller chunks if needed. Even though the map isn't editable, I can come down to map management and I can add virtual boundaries. And I can designate the virtual boundaries to be enabled whenever it's vacuuming or when it's mopping. So I can choose when it's mopping, and you can see here that I've added these little squares. These are where small area rugs are in my home. And then as well, I added where the carpeted areas are. Now the Yeeti does automatically do carpet avoidance on its own, but I want to go ahead and mark off those areas so it doesn't try to go in them. When you want to use the mop feature, you just remove the water reservoir from the rear of the unit here and lift up this blue tab, and you put in filtered or distilled water into here. It recommends that you don't just use regular tap water. And then you just seal it and slide this back in. It clips into place. And then make sure that you add your mopping attachment to the bottom. The instruction manual also recommends that you pre-wet the pad for mopping. I flipped my robot upside down to install the water so that you can see how it latches in. So that pops in, and then the 2 little holes on each side here are where these parts go in for the mopping pad. And they just clip into place. I'm ready to mop, so I'm going to touch the Yeeti robot inside the Yeeti app. And under auto, I can click the play button. If I scroll down, I can choose the water flow level, so I can go low,
water flow level has been switched.
Medium,
Water flow level has been switched.
high, or
Water
ultra
flow
high.
level has been switched.
It defaulted to medium, so I'm going to leave it there. My vacuum power defaulted to standard as well. The middle would be max and the other one is max plus. I can set a cleaning schedule and I can also control the voice level of the Yeeti. But I'm good to go on those, so I'm going to go ahead and click the play button and let it start mopping. It just backed off the dock for the cleaning process. And you can see it's mopping. Remember, I did pre-wet the pad. I'm going to run this process and see how well it does. This is what that water level looks like. It's a little bit streaky. I'll show you coming right out of the back of the Yeeti. So I'm going to actually turn it up to the next level. I was wondering if they'd be able to get through that opening because there's not much clearance between these two and it doesn't want to run over the rug, but it worked pretty well. When you're done cleaning with the mopping feature, it's very important that you remove the cleaning cloth. Otherwise, it's going to damage your floors. So I'm going to empty the remaining water out of here. There's only a little bit left. And take off the cleaning cloth and wash it. We've now had the Yeedi Vac Max for about 3 weeks running in our house. It takes about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes to do a full cleaning cycle. We've used both the vacuum feature and the mopping feature. It's super quiet, which I love. I can set it to run anytime I want to. I can leave doors open when I'm mopping, and it does do carpet avoidance, which is a huge plus for that. I'll probably go ahead and buy the docking feature that automatically empties the dustbin so that I don't have to check it after each time it runs to empty that dustbin. That'll allow me to run it 3 or 4 different times so I can just empty it on the weekends or something like that. I like to be as low maintenance as possible with these things, but I definitely suggest checking out the Yeetis. They're coming out with a brand new model this summer that has a different mopping feature that actually has spinning mopping pads versus what I have now, which cleans more like a Swiffer. So it's effective for removing small things on the floor, but it's not truly doing a full mop of your floor to get all of the stuff up. So keep an eye out for that and let me know if you guys have any questions. I always promise to give you guys accurate and honest reviews for all the different things that you see. I did want to clarify that Yeeti did send me this robot vacuum cleaner for free. I'm not being paid for the review, but I did receive the product for free. So I always want to disclose that stuff for you guys in my videos. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. It'd be awesome if you'd click that logo in the bottom left-hand corner to subscribe to my channel, and maybe even check out one of my other videos shown on the right. As always, I hope you guys have a great day.